everyone here?
Yeah.
It was Cress's turn, if I recall correctly.
Is Freya also here? I couldn't hear her. She does some noise, so I guess she's there.
Well,
Classic
Steve
Freya
just
noises.
decided that this is the moment it has to update, so might take a while until I'm back.
So yeah, on Cress's turn, she just looks at Tarek.
Now I use it once every 2 weeks, and it's exactly then when you have time.
Of course. Yeah, she just looks at Tarek and so, how do you want to get us out of here?
Space is weaker here. I can stretch it. Like I said, blood magic cuts out the middleman. It's ancient. You
Well
should
then.
give it a go sometimes. He gives you a sly smile.
Yeah, she just hums and gives him the nod to continue getting them out of here. Maybe we should hurry, because
takes
over
a few
there are
steps
quite
forward
some.
and grabs Varian's left wrist. Everyone hold on.
Remember cash!
Oh, good.
Scream.
Around the
for
corner.
Holding on.
Around the corner.
I am not holding on.
Aaron's gonna grab Serenity.
No, I'm gonna run. I'm fighting that. Leave me alone. Don't touch me.
Swear to God. In fact, if either of you get left behind, we're not coming back. You will.
Where are we going?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay.
He's conflicted. He wanted to go around that corner, but if we're going, we're going.
His just outstretched arm.
I'll grab Grizzly. Fucking Grizzly Forge. That's it.
I'm gonna try and grab Tarek.
Do we need to hold on to him, or do we need to hold on to each other?
Well, Tarek has the ball in one hand and your wrist in the other. How do you want to try and grab onto Tarek?
Yeah, grab the hand that's already on Varian, for example.
Okay.
So
Oh,
it's basically 3 persons grab.
Oh god.
Immediately, the space and the air around Tarek shimmers and seems to bleed colors into the environment. The world around you suddenly falls away and stretches. Rakesh, something suddenly grabs your foot.
Oh, fuck. Oh, no, it's fine. It's just him. It's just him. It's good.
Oh god. Nice.
Ah!
A cacophony of voices and noises echoes through your mind. This stretched space is unlike any you've ever seen. It changes color so quickly, it's almost giving you a headache. Tarek smiles at you, Varian, for a moment. And he says sadly, "My captain doesn't know I'm here. My crew doesn't know. Sorry about that. Whoever's paying for this doesn't want me alive." And he shakes you off.
Oh.
You are tumbling through this tunnel now. And in the distance, you hear him. Go back to the mansion. The code word is you. Redemption. The captain knows what you seek. But the next time we meet, it will be in battle. Do not come after us. Below you, suddenly opens the world. You barrel towards the ground. You see Compass in all its glory, far, far beneath you. And you see that you are falling towards the old harbor. Just before you hit the ground, you slow down. And please give me a Constitution saving throw.
Everyone?
Yes, everyone.
15.
That's a not natural 20.
17.
12. That love being a wizard.
Gosh.
Well, all of you have a rough landing, but all of you manage to remain standing. You find yourself in the middle of a few warehouses. And just as you come about your wits, you hear thunder streak through the skies.
Oh.
That was not the thunder, but yeah.
Brian flinches visibly.
You hear a large amount of voices around the next corner. You are, it seems, in an alleyway, and the rain starts to pour.
Yuck. Oh.
Where are we? How far are we from the safe house?
If you are indeed at the old harbor as it looked when you fell, you are currently all the way over here.
Does it look like there's an empty warehouse around us?
There's a few abandoned shacks everywhere since the old harbor was abandoned long ago.
Ducking into the closest one.
Okay.
I'm,
Does everyone else
Crest,
follow?
Crest just, yeah,
yes,
she
and I
follows
will turn
him.
back into Presley.
And Crest looks, maybe for the first time since you've known her, really angry.
One's
All
very
of you find shelter in a warehouse. Outside, you still hear a large amount of voices issuing orders.
Can I hear any of those orders? I'd like to listen.
It's very difficult to hear through the rain.
Being that Baron's gonna find like a corner or a wall and like sit down against it and like cover his ears with his hands.
Well, it was quite the trip. Dust myself off.
I want to turn to Rakesh. And I'm just gonna like wrap my hands around him and hug him.
Oh,
I'll slowly wrap my arms around her. Yes.
Aw.
And then, before he has much time to hug me back, I'm gonna pull back and slap him across the face.
I was so expecting this.
You have
What was that for?
a lot of explaining to do.
Why?
I'm just gonna look at you. I'm sure.
Well, I guess a thank you is in order from me, at least. So, thank you, I guess.
You're welcome, I guess.
You're welcome.
Doesn't hear you.
Just put a hand on Rakesh's shoulder. Good to have you back.
Is it though?
This is not the same without you.
Good to be back, Grizzly. Warforged men. Yes.
No, Jet turned back into Grizzly
Yeah.
fully.
Oh, he is Grizzly. Okay.
Chet the Warforged Grizzly turned back into Grizzly.
She's everything now.
Right.
Again.
Well, first things first, you're all idiots. Absolutely, positively idiots.
Missing all of this.
But you are very dedicated idiots. Who fucking wanted to go in there? I'm going to guess Varian. I'm pointing towards Varian.
I cannot see nor hear you, for
I
I'm
mean,
pointing
your
in the
curled up in a corner.
after you were gone, your sister was also quite eager to go there.
Of course she was.
We all wanted to get you back.
Seems
And
like a
I'll
fun
go
trip.
over to Varian and like put my arm around him, just sit there.
For not
Not
having
to
a
be
plan,
rude
it
or
went well.
anything. Do you guys all have a death wish?
Do you?
Well, no, but I can handle myself. You guys went into a prison.
Well, yes, in a
Prison did.
yeah.
Yes, but I wasn't. Alright.
I didn't see you holding the key to that cell.
No, but I almost was.
Almost?
Yes, almost.
Get you out of a cell?
What?
Does almost get you out of a cell?
Like, I mean, sometimes.
Not
No.
in your case. You want to
Execute.
see what I got?
Yes, I want to see what you got.
I pull out the finger of the guy we tortured yesterday.
Oh boy,
Yikes.
you
Oh
have
my
been
God.
busy.
Do you want it?
Not really.
I don't really need it. I got it, like, trying to find you.
Why did you keep it?
It's funny. Put it back in my pocket.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Executioner, do you have a name?
It's been so long, I've forgotten it.
What are you gonna do now that you're out of there?
Who knows? Drink, fuck, maybe a bit of murder.
It's always good to have a healthy bit of murder in there.
What would you think about a pirate's life?
Hmm.
Um,
Sounds almost boring. Days, weeks at sea.
Pillaging and stuff. No? Was just a question. You do you.
He smiles and continues to watch your crew argue. He seems to enjoy it.
Well, I guess I'm going. And he doesn't even finish his sentence. He gets to going and then just takes out his book, goes to the corner of the room, and he's gonna take out those spell scrolls and start fucking reading them.
Aren't you still owing us some kind of explanation?
Explanation?
Yes? Why the fuck did you end up down there?
Oh, I don't know. That's the thing. I still have no idea.
What happened?
Well, I was. The whole smoke thing happened, didn't it? And then I went, well, blind, and then I was unconscious, and then I woke up, and then I was in the prison, and I wasn't in a cell, and I started to walk around a little bit. I know I have a little look around. And then the Warforged came, and I tried to talk to them, say I don't know why I'm here, and then they locked me up in a cell.
Hmm. Somehow we heard a few more things than that.
You what?
We heard.
What exactly did you hear?
As if I'd tell you that. We listened through the rift. And
Ooh.
that was the reason why we knew you were down there in the first place.
Right.
And we heard you talk.
Oh,
Quite a bit.
yes, I do that a lot. I do talk a lot, you know.
Indeed, you do.
I
Mhm.
really do.
Story doesn't match very well.
Oh,
That is really true.
it doesn't?
It doesn't, no.
Oh,
Oh,
that's a true shame.
oh, it really is.
Mhm.
Oh,
And all the fighting.
I think there's also something else that Varian would really much like to talk to you about later
oh,
on.
he would? You
Mhm.
have more?
Mhm.
Oh.
About to say, and all the fighting with the Rainbear's gonna uncover his ears and just kind of look up at the group. He's like shaking really badly. He's gonna like get to his feet and just walk over to Rakesh. Him.
Here we go.
Uh-oh.
So, why
So,
demons?
what?
Things researchers can study.
What do you mean?
Oh my god.
Is it
I
too
mean,
late for that?
It's way too late.
it's probably a good thing you didn't tell me you were a demonology researcher when I was looking for those books. It might have raised the price.
Okay, you caught me. How did you find out?
And to rescue your dumbass, we had to go consult people about breaking into that fucking rift. Suggested getting a demon's help. They told me that there was only one demonologist, and it was someone who surprisingly matched your description.
Well, they're fascinating. That's all there is to it.
If you're gonna give me non-answers, I'm gonna go back to covering my ears now.
Well, I mean, I am giving you an answer.
How am I supposed to trust you?
Have I done anything to hurt you? Or I haven't exactly sold you to a demon, have I?
Aaron
You
doesn't answer.
understand how demons work and how research works. It doesn't mean that I'm sitting at a table with a bunch of demons having tea. It means I am simply investigating their ways.
It is interesting because I have to admit, I've seen quite a few 100% more demons since I've met you.
And that is my fault. How?
I don't know if it even is, but it is a great coincidence at least.
I mean, look at me in Serenity.
That is a fair point.
You're traveling with demons.
Well, then I could also say you're traveling with a dragon. That's still not really true, isn't it?
I don't care if you are consorting with demons or whatever. I just honest about it, maybe. If I ever ask you, do you know things about demons, and you say no,
I'm sorry I lied to you, but
you're not. And you're gonna lie to me more. Just maybe don't lie about the big stuff.
As much as I enjoy this, there's voices outside.
voices.
You can hear, amongst the rain, indeed, voices.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
maybe
head to
we
the-
should go to the safe house first.
I'm gonna head to the door to see if I can listen.
We can't go out there.
Hello.
Oh, there might be
Looking
another
outside,
side to
see
get out of
a
here.
large group. And you hear a familiar voice
No.
say, I told them to be here. We know they're in there. We know they got out. They'll be here any second.
Oh, it's. Yeah, it's your friend. Okay, I'll turn around.
Mm-hmm.
Varian, it's your friend.
Oh,
Seems like they're waiting for us.
it's raining. They can wait longer.
I don't think they will.
Varian, stop being a baby.
Remember how much you freaked out when Rakesh went missing? Try to have some fucking empathy.
Yes.
Shh. Shh. There's way too many of them for us to fight.
We can just tell them we freed them, and
I have a feeling that
They
won't
would
go
like
down
that.
well. Have you ever dealt with people like this before?
He kind of gives Rakesh a pointed look.
There are back door.
Up close, you can clearly see the livery and the armor of the Iron Republic.
Oh, fuck! I turn to Serenity. I turn to Serenity, then I look around the group. Because Serenity is big sis. Well,
What?
we have a problem.
What?
what
The
is
Iron
it?
Republic is out there.
What?
Oh,
Yes.
Is there
That's
access
Iron
to a
Republic.
roof
Back door.
within the building?
Yeah, we're back door.
There is not, however, it's a pretty old shed. And there's a lot of, well, holes, you could call them.
Aaron's
But
gonna look at.
none that you'd immediately fit through.
There's no way to like access the roof from inside the shed.
There is not. It's more like a barn.
Serenity,
what have we got to do?
do you have any magic left?
A little bit, yes.
Maybe I can distract them and you can run away.
Do you have enough to transform yourself?
Uh-huh.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
heard
Yes.
They can hear you. They just
I'm never sure
choose
because
not
I
to.
just ignore you.
Freya, we ignored you on that one.
Sorry.
No, we're sticking together. If we can get to the roof, maybe they
See, but if,
can't follow us.
if less people go, then it is more likely for us to get out. Grizzly, you can transform. Me and Serenity can transform. Maybe
I'm
we
still
can...
wearing a mask and a cloak.
Have
It's
a
not
fucking
well,
mask.
that might
Chris.
be a bit
Maybe if Varian
suspicious.
and Cress go on the roof and sort that out, we can just walk out the front door.
That could work.
Right?
Okay.
Is everyone in?
Sure.
Sure. You two need to look for an exit first.
I don't have a choice.
And have a look around, because I'm not leaving this house until you know where you're going.
Is there any holes Varian can fit through in the walls?
Yeah. There's definitely some you could squeeze through.
Okay. That don't like just go out into like the main street.
There's one that leads into this alleyway here. It's not really an alleyway, it's more of a just space between houses.
Right, I'm gonna try and squeeze through that.
Where do we meet up
you don't
again?
have to roll on that. You squeeze through, no problem.
Safe house.
Do you think it's still safe?
I'm gonna follow.
In the alley, not on the roof yet.
Hmm.
Just... He's gonna look at Cress and be like, "Do you think you can get up on the roof?"
Only one way to find out. Can we also go to the south and leave the alleyway there?
Actually, is there a way out here? Like,
Yeah.
does this alleyway like stop or does it keep going?
Behind you is more houses. The alleyway you are in stops immediately since there is a house directly barring the way.
Okay, so no way to go there.
Not on the ground, no.
To the roof, then.
Okay.
Acrobatics.
While they do that, I'm going to turn to Serenity and Grizzly. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Variant, describe to me how you're climbing on the roof.
Well, I imagine he's done a lot of times. Depending on what the house is made of, he's gonna use like whatever fixtures or holds he can get. So if it's like rocks, he'll use like, like if there's like windowsills or like stuff like hanging out from it, drain pipe. He'll use
Okay.
whatever he can to like get up.
Please give me an athletics roll.
It'd be acrobatics.
No, that would be athletics.
That sucks.
Unless you wanna do like a running jump.
Yeah, let's do that.
Try run up the wall and then jump to the other
Yeah,
side.
let's do that.
Okay, then give me acrobatics.
I like that score better. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
Cress, you see Varian in front of you. Go further out away from the wall alongside it, and then run up it, like on the side, for a few moments until Varian jumps and holds on to the roof with his hands. Varian, please roll athletics to pull yourself up onto the roof.
Oh, God.
How high is it?
No! Stop. That's an 11.
Yeah, you manage to pull yourself onto the roof. Standing on the roof, you notice it's starting to get slippery due to the rain. You'd say it's about 3 meters high.
Okay.
On the roof. Oh my. wait there.
So I'm just gonna try and jump and get a grip on it. Just out of character. Can this be a funny moment? Because
Depends.
I
Are you
remember.
wearing- would you have put it onto your finger? Is the question.
I did at some point. I was just
course,
putting it
well,
on. No,
let
I
me
actually
tell
said
you.
that like 2 sessions ago when we were in the manor.
Let me tell you what happens, Chris.
Yes, if it happens.
You bend your knees.
Yes.
You
Not
try
get us caught.
to hold onto that roof in case you reach it. But all of a sudden, you're up in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Farther than you would have anticipated, you are actually above.
That's exactly what I wanted to hear.
You've jumped 3 times as high as you would have expected. And please roll for dexterity as you crash on top of the roof.
Yes.
Not get
She's
us
confused. She
caught.
didn't know that beforehand, so it's just
Yeah, she wasn't
happening.
aware of this.
Yeah. She didn't know she
Managed
was wearing
to
a ring
hold
of jumping. Okay?
You managed to hold on to the slippery roof tiles. But you are pretty sure that someone has at least heard something.
As they've done that, I've casted Disguise Self.
I have casted Alter Self.
I
Try
want
and
to
get-
turn into a human male with brown hair, blue eyes. His hair's slicked back. He's a little bit of a peasant. Slightly older, maybe in like his 30, 40 areas. Like probably 40s. So middle-aged. Yeah, and he's wearing commoner's clothes, and I'm gonna look to the door, and then I'm gonna wait for the other two.
Okay, I'm gonna turn into a human girl, blonde hair, blue eyes, same color as Rakesh's. I'm gonna give her like a babyish face. She looks around 16, 17, commoner clothing, pale skin.
Oh, it's a dad and his daughter.
Yep.
Great.
And son or wife?
Either works.
Imagine they take Serenity with them and you just scream, "My child!"
I found my child.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Oh my
turn into a human woman with blonde hair.
Save my child.
It's so good.
The
Yeah, in her 40s.
executioner hugs the door, the
Right.
wall next to the door.
The door.
Okay. Then I'm gonna head out. Wait, I'm gonna head out with my wife.
Immediately
I have-
as you step out, both of the soldiers closest to you draw their swords and level them at you.
I'm gonna like flinch and grab Serenity, pull her behind me.
Am I interrupting something here?
Soren! And as
Barry
he
just kind of face palms from the roof.
This is my favorite part of playing Rakesh.
the very heavily built armored of the Iron Republic leans down towards one of the soldiers, and the soldier runs off into the other direction. Both of them are still watching you. One of them stepping closer.
I'm gonna look a little bit more scared. Gonna get close to my wife, stand in front of my wife.
What the hell are you doing
Philip,
there?
what's going on?
Getting stuff out of our shit.
This
So
is
this
yours.
is going on. Can Varian, like, while they're being a distraction, can Varian and Crest sneak off and get advantage because they're distracted?
Oh yeah, but give me a dexterity saving throw, both of you.
Cress also is really dumbfounded by whatever happened right then.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
Just which kind of check? Stealth, or was it
Dexterity saving.
dexterity saving throw +4? So it's a 10.
You manage to cross 2 roofs until Cress suddenly loses her footing and starts slipping down.
Ever? Grab her.
You leap towards her to grab her.
I rush forward, but I'm not gonna like risk both of us falling off the roof.
Give me an acrobatics check, please. And Cress strength check. Yes.
Oh god, this is awful. This is no. Oh,
That's a 9.
That's at
Oh.
least a 20, not natural.
Varian
Nice.
barely misses you and fails to hold on to you. However, you manage to quickly wheel around and grab his outstretched hand. He's currently holding you from slipping down any further. But to pull you up, he'd probably have to make another strength check.
I just make
I'll-
the movement of my mouth without saying it. Thank you.
I'll point in this direction and call. Is there running someone?
The large armored man of the Iron Republic now draws his blade.
Are
And
you
as you turn to the
after
right,
criminals? Is it
you see
dangerous?
someone running towards you.
Oh, there is someone running.
I'm so
I'll ask
scared.
again, what are you doing here? This entire district is abandoned.
Yes, well,
Have they seen me
sometimes.
yet? Or am I hidden behind her?
you're behind her.
You're kind
Have
of
they
behind
seen-
them. They see that
Sometimes.
there's someone small there, but they haven't actually seen you.
We put things
Our-
in this abandoned area because we don't want our competitors to find them. It's kind of a storage place we don't have anywhere else. Just because we thought no one was using it.
What's your name?
My name is Jamie Jameson.
There.
Oh no. Oh no.
You hear the soldier and the what looks like a scout talk to each other in hushed voices. Something about clear and sector you don't really understand.
Okay.
But the large man turns towards you. He steps close.
Hello?
Have you seen anyone around here? Tieflings, 2 of them, horns, purple skin,
Tieflings.
and a smaller man,
criminals?
blonde. You could say that.
No, we just.
Jamie,
we
I'm
didn't-
so scared.
It's okay,
You
darling.
then.
It's okay.
They neither
didn't get
Seen
here
anything
that-
of anyone?
they neither
Should
mention
know
Jet
us.
or me.
We've been in here quite some time. It's not like we didn't hear anything apart from. Well, it must have been you guys running.
A tiefling?
Hmm.
Don't talk about tieflings, darling.
Are they the things I read stories about?
Yes, you don't
Stay
want to see
here.
them.
Oh, I don't like them.
No, you don't. Stay here, did you say?
But is it
At the
dangerous
end
to stay
of the
here?
way, you
It's
see
okay, it's okay. They'll protect us.
Arava approach with another man. She joins the group. They talk in hushed voices for a while, and they heavy gestures towards you. Any one of them seem familiar. She studies you for a moment and shakes her head. Fine, get them out of here.
I'm so sorry to intrude.
And he keeps walking. 2 of the soldiers stand towards the sides of you, apparently wanting to escort you.
That's fine. I'll put an arm around my wife's shoulders and lead my family away.
It would be funny if the wife would be like a huge wife. Because it's grizzly.
I can change my eye.
As you are halfway down the alley, you suddenly hear a scream behind you
Ah!
as
Huh?
one of the soldiers gets pulled into the shed.
Oh
Two
no.
soldiers accompanying you immediately rush down the street.
I turn to the two.
No, just run.
Just
There's
keep,
just very
keep walking, keep
We're
walking.
gonna keep walking away.
Like not running, but speed
Yeah,
walking.
we're
like.
very looking back sometimes, like scared. Just keep walking.
Through the loud rain, you, in the distance, think you hear a laughter, and then
my
you
God.
are too far away to hear anything.
He
That
is
was
the best
terrifying.
man.
Poor Varian. He doesn't deserve this.
Okay, is everyone all right?
I mean, Varian's like visibly shaking and like not okay. But he just nods.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That was kind of fun actually. I really like doing that.
Get out of the rain.
It is pretty
Yes.
fun.
Mhm. I'm glad you can do that now, Serenity. That was a really good skill to learn.
Thank you. I worked very hard.
I know you did.
Okay.
Let's go to the safe house, right?
Not a good idea. She might know where that is.
Mm.
What about the ship?
You go there.
I think they know that's
We still
we
have
go.
to. If we go to the ship, there is a possibility that aren't there ships the harbor too? If we go there, then
What about your place then?
I mean we can. Sure. Yes.
Don't care where we go. We just need to get out of this.
Right. Let's just go to my place.
Should probably stay disguised.
Okay.
Varian has a.
Oh.
Okay,
Got
no,
a
it might
hood.
be weird if they wear their mask.
Yeah, we're staying disguised.
Varian has
Yeah.
a hood on his thing. I haven't done the new
Yeah.
art for it yet, so I'll just put it up and.
I still am a peacock. I'm happy.
Oh, take your mask off, damn it!
No.
No, I am a peacock.
Well, you are just talking about, yeah, I just keep transformed like this. And then you're telling me, yo, take the mask off. It's fine.
There's something. Well, there's a difference between looking like people and having a fucking peacock mask on.
No.
Okay, stop
One is
that.
normal, the other draws attention. Just get out of the fucking rain.
We're heading to Serenity Rakesh's safe house.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I totally remember where it was.
It was
was-
somewhere
it
over
was
here.
I think wasn't it like here
Was it
somewhere?
here? It was
some-
somewhere.
was-
Somewhere in this
Yeah,
area.
that's totally
It-
here.
Here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally there. Yeah, yeah.
Where's that?
It's
Where's
on-
that?
That little
that's where it's
tower
always
there.
been.
That's exactly where it was.
You enter the abandoned now abandoned house, and it's pretty much exactly as you left it.
I cleaned it.
A lot of, yeah,
You
there's
left
still
it
a
clean.
lot of books missing from the shelves. It's kind of a sorry sight. The lock on the door still not fixed, but at least it is dry.